Hello guys. Today I want to do a review of a movie that I just watched just then called Vertigo. It's an old movie, I think made in the 1950s by Alfred Hitchcock was the director. I've seen it before, actually in the cinema, but like I just can't remember a lot about it except for like certain little bits. So when I watched it today, it was almost like watching a new movie. The reason I watched it is because I'm doing Inktober, which is like this kind of like fun little artistic type of thing that you do on like online and stuff, where every day in October there's a prompt, different prompt, and it's made by a guy named Jake Parker, I think it is, and every day you draw a picture in it. So this review's just gone off like every day. That's an artist, so I do that for the Armor Day. Anyway, so basically it's day 19 now, and I got to day 19 is basically the prompt was dizzy, and like I had kind of before the day comes, I always kind of think in my head, like brainstorm like what I want to draw, and I usually want to draw something that compels me or I find fun or will help me like get better with drawing. Oh yeah, but by the way, Inktober, it's technically you should use ink, so I'm starting to use ink, Pentel brush pen, which I'm starting to use. I love it. Anyway, it's gone totally off topic. So the movie review. Let's go back. Basically, the prompt for today was Inktober. No, it was Dizzy. Dizzy. And first of all, in my head, I was thinking I was probably going to draw, from Street Fighter, how when they get dizzy, they kind of do that. So I was going to either draw Ryu, Cammy, or Chun-Li as Dizzy. And the day came, and I even like played Street Fighter 5, which I have, but don't play much, and I took photos of them being dizzy. But then when the day came, I just didn't feel like compelled to draw that. Like I wanted to, and then I forgot when I got the idea to do it, but the Vertigo popped in my head. Like I don't know, like how sometimes you have a train of thought where it one thing leads to another. Sorry, this review is gonna go for a while, but you probably knew before you clicked on this how long it was gonna be. But I'm just talking about why I watched it. So basically, I thought, okay, Vertigo. That's kind of like to do with dizziness, and I thought, because I think it's like when you have heights and like you feel nauseous or dizzy or something because of the heights. So that's kind of in theme with it. And I thought I googled pictures from it, and I have seen the movie before, and I remember some certain specific things from the movie. But I was like, I didn't feel comfortable drawing something where I didn't really know what's going on. Like I want to know when I draw something. I'd really love to know the character or the situation and stuff like that. So I googled some pictures, and so I won't give any spoilers or anything like that. So I had a whole bunch of pictures that I googled this afternoon, and like one really stood out to me. Like this one stood out to me a lot, but I had no idea what it was. Like I mean, it looked really cool, right? It's just a silhouette, some curtains, but I didn't really know the context of it. I was like, I will be drawing it, but not really knowing anything about it. So I decided actually, because I wanted to watch the movie, so I came home and I bought the movie on YouTube Movies. You can buy movies, so probably like $13 Australian or something like that. Instead of renting, I bought it because it's a classic, so I thought I might want to watch it again. And so after dinner, I started watching it, and now we'll get to the review part. Let's talk about the movie. Like, it's really good. Like, it's how old is it now? Like 60, almost probably 60 years old, but it's just so good. I don't know what to say, but like I know movies in this era, they're kind of like, they're not like rush. Like a lot of movies these days are kind of like, they feel like they're like running through the movie. Whereas in the old days, I think in some movies today, but not all of them, they kind of just take their time setting up the story, getting like, I don't know how there's a different speed to this. Maybe it's just Hitchcock thing, I don't know, but I felt really, there's like there's like rhythm and pacing to the story. Like it sets it up, and like a lot of times it's not someone telling you what's happening in this movie Vertigo. It's like you'll see him looking at this and then him looking at that, and like he pieces things together and you piece it together in your mind too. It's really cool, and like it's fantastic. Basically the plot of it, this is just a general, I don't know the story really well, but basically James Stewart is the main character, and he's like a detective or a police officer who had this incident where he was like clinging on the top of a tall building, and because of that he's been really scarred by heights. He's really scared of heights. And then later this guy, he wants retire from policeman or something, or take a long break. Anyways, his friend hires him to be like a private investigator about his wife who he thinks is possessed. Like she'll spend hours of the day just wandering around, and it's to do with like her great grandmother or someone who passed away ages ago under mysterious circumstances. And I won't say any more than that, but the movie, I love it. It's just really, it draws you in, it tells you information. It's just so really good. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's just masterfully done, like the pacing of it. And I want to say, during a lot of this movie, I felt not very uncomfortable, slightly uncomfortable or unease. Kind of like the feeling I was gonna say is like when you have like music, but it's kind of like off key, or like someone's playing guitar, but it's not in tune. Like something's just a little bit off, and that's how I felt during this movie. And like, Hitchcock, I know he's deliberately doing that. He doesn't want to make like some happy movie where it's like you feel great. It's like deliberate, and it just, it's like being played, but like like he played me like a fiddle or something like that. There's a phrase for that. He played me like a fiddle, basically something like that. Basically, he played my emotions perfectly, like. And I want to say before I forget, the use of music in this movie is brilliant. Like, it's just so perfect. Some of the scenes are like, they're like, whoa, it really gets you. Like, there's build up to them as well. I want to say the plot, I didn't guess it. It's fantastic. The acting is superb, very memorable. And okay, back onto the drawing. So when I finished watching it, all I could say was wow. Like, that's all I could think. Wow, that's how I thought when I finished watching the movie. And so when I came back to doing my Inktober, it was like 11 o'clock, but I was like, okay, now I know this movie. I love it. When I draw this picture, I'll be invested, and I'll know exactly. So basically, I drew that picture that I showed you. Before I drew it, I just checked my messages, because people messaged me during stuff, and then I got a message from my sister on Messenger or Instagram. She messaged me, and it was a link to a ghost band interpretation of BTS Save Me. She happened to message that to me, so I listened to it. It's really cool, by the way. It's on SoundCloud. And when I listened to it, it dawned on me that Save Me is like the perfect song to draw stuff, because I like listening to music that's kind of related to what I'm drawing. I'll find the ghost version. The ghost version just sounds cool, because when I listen to it on my AirPods, the sound of their voices move from left to right. It was really cool. It has like a different kind of beat to it. So let's listen to a little bit of the ghost band interpretation. Not spooky or anything, just sounds cool. It's cool, really sound. On SoundCloud. Those lyrics, save me, I need your love before I fall. When I listened to that, I was like, that's like too perfect. But it's like, it lined up perfect. I love when that happens, when the universe all just connects like that. And so I drew a picture, and I drew it in like, not long. It didn't take me long, so that's what I drew. I really loved it. I really loved what I drew. I'm really happy with it. So that's Judy from the movie. Her silhouette is very important, like the way she looks. So, I really like it. I was listening to that when I drew that. Or I was just listening to BTS Save Me on repeat anyways. But, yeah, that's all I want to say. The movie is fantastic. Really good suspense. Highly recommend it. I don't know what to say. That's about it. I recommend it. It's funny, I'm recommending like a movie by Hitchcock, which is already famous, and I was just looking, when I was Googling Vertigo, it was voted as the greatest movie of all time. It's been slowly climbing the ranks. When it was released, this movie apparently was not well received. Like, people didn't really like it, or wasn't very popular. It was like a box office dud. But it's just grows steadily in popularity, and like now it overtook Citizen Kane as the top movie of all time. So with me saying it's pretty good, like really good, I'm like, it's kind of a moot point because it's regarded as the greatest film of all time. But I think it's fantastic. Yeah, just the feeling you get when you watch it, and especially if you don't know what's going to happen. And it's like there's some scenes in it, like the acting is brilliant, and like it changes like the actors are superb. Like they go from moments where they're jolly and everything's at ease, and then things are like all tense and intense. Oh, it's just like amazing. Anyway, I'll end my review there, and I recommend it. All right, bye.